Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control," said Epictetus. Hey there, fellow seekers of wisdom. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's as old as humanity itself, yet as relevant as your latest Instagram post. We're talking about the age-old struggle of seeking approval from others and how it can turn us into human-shaped pretzels, twisting ourselves into knots just to get a nod of approval. But fear not. We've got some ancient backup in our corner. That's right, we're calling in the Stoic cavalry to help us break free from the chains of external validation and embrace our authentic selves. So grab your toga, or your comfy pants, and let's get philosophical. The problem: our addiction to approval. Let's start by acknowledging the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the notifications on our phones. We're living in an age where likes, comments, and shares have become the currency of self-worth. It's like we're all contestants on a never-ending reality show called Please Like Me, the Human Experience. But here's the kicker. This isn't just a modern problem. Even the ancient Romans were dealing with this stuff. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, writing in his journal, "Note to self, stop checking how many people liked my latest stone tablet post." Okay, maybe not exactly like that, but you get the idea. So why do we seek approval? Well, it's hardwired into our caveman brains. Back in the day, being accepted by the tribe meant survival. Getting kicked out of the cave for not having enough mammoth hunting likes on Tribebook could be a death sentence. Fast forward to today, and we're still chasing that high of acceptance. But now it's through social media validation, career achievements, relationship status, material possessions, physical appearance. The list goes on, and it's exhausting. We end up living our lives based on an imaginary audience's applause meter. It's like we're all doing a perpetual dance, desperately hoping someone will throw us a rose, or at least not boo us off stage. The consequences: living someone else's life. Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? So I like getting likes, sue me. Well, my approval-seeking friend, the problem runs deeper than you might think. When we base our self-worth on external validation, we lose touch with our true selves. Make decisions based on others' expectations, neglect our own values and passions, experience constant anxiety and fear of rejection, miss out on genuine connections and experiences. It's like we're actors in a play, but we've forgotten it's just a role. We're so busy trying to nail our lines and please the audience that we've forgotten who we are off stage. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're at a party, and someone offers you a drink. You don't really like alcohol, but everyone else is drinking, so you accept it to fit in. Now multiply that small decision by 1,000, and you've got a life lived entirely for others. Before you know it, you're working a job you hate, dating someone you don't really like, and posting gym selfies even though you'd rather be at home reading a book. Enter the Stoics. Ancient wisdom for modern problems. Now this is where our old pals, the Stoics, come in. These guys were like the original life coaches, minus the expensive seminars and cheesy motivational posters. The Stoics, including heavy hitters like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, had some pretty radical ideas about happiness and self-worth. And by radical, I mean they actually make sense, which in today's world is pretty darn radical. Here are some key Stoic principles that can help us break free from the approval trap. Focus on what you can control. The Stoics were big on this one. They believed that true freedom comes from recognizing what's in our power and what isn't. Spoiler alert, other people's opinions, not in our control. Virtue is the only true good. For Stoics, living a life of virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control was the highest goal. Everything else, including reputation, was considered indifferent. Practice negative visualization. This isn't about being a Debbie Downer. It's about imagining worst-case scenarios to appreciate what you have and realize you can handle more than you think. Live according to nature. This doesn't mean going full woodland hermit. It's about aligning your actions with reason and virtue, rather than societal expectations. Memento mori. Remember that you will die. Sounds cheery, right? But it's actually a powerful tool for putting things in perspective and focusing on what truly matters. Practical steps, from approval seeker to authentic self. All right, Now that we've got our Stoic toolbox, let's talk about how to actually use these philosophical wrenches and hammers to build a more authentic life. Identify your values. Take some time to really think about what matters to you, not what should matter or what your parents think should matter, but what truly resonates with your core self. Write it down, make a vision board, interpretive dance it, whatever works for you. Practice the pause. Next time you're about to do something, pause and ask yourself, am I doing this for me or for someone else's approval? It's like a Stoic version of WWJD. What would Marcus Aurelius do? Embrace discomfort. Deliberately do things that might invite disapproval. Wear that outfit you love but worry others might judge. Share an unpopular opinion, respectfully of course. Think of it as exposure therapy for your approval addiction. Cultivate self-validation. Start recognizing and celebrating your own achievements, no matter how small. Did you get out of bed today? Gold star for you. The goal is to build an internal sense of worth that doesn't depend on external feedback. Practice gratitude. Take time each day to appreciate what you have and who you are. It's harder to seek approval when you're content with your life. Reframe failure. Instead of seeing failure as a referendum on your worth, view it as a learning opportunity. As Epictetus said, there is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Limit social media. I know, it's like saying limit breathing for some of us, but try setting boundaries around your social media use. Your self-esteem will thank you. Surround yourself with authenticity. Seek out relationships with people who value you for who you are, not what you can do for them or how you make them look. The Stoic twist. Finding freedom in acceptance. Now here's where the Stoics throw us a curveball. While we're working on not seeking approval, they also advise us to accept that some people won't approve of us, and that's okay. Epictetus drops this truth bomb. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. In other words, if you're never willing to look bad, you'll never truly be good. Think about it. Every great change, every innovative idea, every authentic life choice has probably been met with some disapproval. If Galileo had been worried about the church's approval rating, we might still think the sun revolves around the earth. If Van Gogh had painted to please the critics, we wouldn't have Starry Night. The freedom comes not just from not seeking approval, but from being okay with disapproval. It's like having a superpower. Once you realize that other people's opinions can't actually hurt you, you become invincible. As we wrap up this Stoic journey, remember that embracing your authentic self isn't about becoming a completely different person overnight. It's about peeling back the layers of societal expectations and people-pleasing behaviors to reveal the real you underneath. It's about making choices based on your values, not your fears. It's about living a life that, at the end of it all, you can look back on and say, that was me. All of it. The good, the bad, the weird little dance I did when no one was watching. Because here's the real secret. When you stop seeking approval and start living authentically, you often end up gaining the genuine respect and admiration of others anyway. But by then, you're too busy enjoying your life to even notice. Alright, fellow philosophers in training, it's time for some homework. Don't worry, there's no grade unless you want to grade yourself, you overachiever you. Take the authenticity challenge. For 1 week, make a conscious effort to make decisions based solely on your own values and desires. Keep a journal of how it feels. Share your experiences. Drop a comment below about a time you chose authenticity over approval. Let's create a community of support for each other's journeys. Stoic quote of the day. I'll be posting a daily Stoic quote on my Instagram. Follow along and share how you're applying it to your life. Meditate on this. Spend a few minutes each day contemplating this question. If I knew no one would ever find out, what would I do differently? Remember, this journey to authenticity is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and most importantly, be yourself. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh wait, that's exactly what we've been talking about avoiding, isn't it? Let me rephrase. If you found value in this video, consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear this message. Let's spread a little Stoic wisdom in this approval-hungry world. Until next time, stay authentic, stay Stoic, and remember, The only approval you need is your own. This is PRO-TENTIAL, signing off. Memento mori, and carpe that diem.